Hey everyone, today we're going to share with you how to quit rolling that club through and past impact Milo. We see this all the time, and there's some key matchups you guys need to understand so that we can create that more stable, repeatable club face through the ball. It's going to help you hit better shots and swing more aggressively, right Milo?
For sure.
All right, let's dive into it.
Welcome back to beautiful Superstition Mountain, Milo Lines along with Henry Fall, and we have an awesome video on tap for you. But before we get started, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure you follow along for the whole video because we have some awesome drills
Oh yeah.
that will help you learn this concept of not rolling the golf club.
I know that you see this every single day on the lesson tee, this rolling or twisting of the club face. So talk us through this pattern and why it's so prevalent.
Let's just go back. I think it's really prevalent because it's actually something that has been taught. When I was kind of in the learning phases of the game, what many would call a neutral grip. To me, it's slightly on the weaker side, but so my thumb more or less straight down the shaft. I can kind of see a knuckle here, maybe a second one, and then my right hand on. And then what the coaches wanted me to do is get the toe straight up and down here, and then swivel it and get the toe straight up and down over there. So it's, yeah, a lot of crossing over of my forearms and a lot of the face rotating. And at the time when they explained it to me, they actually said that this was a real speed producing move where I could really sling that. Problem is, my brain put the governor on it because the ball started going both directions. If I mistimed it, I would hit a big slinging hook out of bounds.
Yep.
And if I was a little late getting that swivel to happen, I'd hit it straight to the right. What wound up happening is it put the governor on me. I had all this speed, and I was actually hitting it really far with a little cut pretty consistently right off the bat. This made it so my little cut turned into both directions, and it took me a while to re-find it. It's a concept I have experience with, and students show up all the time, and it's something that's in their patterns. They're really trying to do that. And then they wonder if there's an easier, better way, and that's what I get into with them. Is the grip that I was being taught could have worked if I matched it up correctly. What we see weak grip players out there.
Oh yeah.
Who don't have a lot of twist in the face.
Colin Morikawa is a great example.
Yeah, he's got a super weak grip. Rahm has a weak grip.
Yep.
DeChambeau has a crazy weak grip. But those guys all have still a stable pattern through the bottom here. There's not a lot going on.
So Milo, I kind of liken this idea of this rolling through the ball. You know, a good analogy, and we talk about swinging like an athlete and how we tie in other sports. Tennis could be a good example. It's kind of like that forehand top spinner in tennis. It's a nice feeling, don't get me wrong, to hit that shot in tennis. But in golf, you're going to see that more associated with someone trying to hook it around a tree.
Yeah.
It's not something we generally need to or want to see in just your standard golf swing.
Yeah, I think that the main goal when we're hitting a golf ball is to get it to fly kind of straight. So we don't necessarily need to hit the big curve all the time. You know, there's a time and place for it. So we want to be able to control that if we need it, but we also want to be able to hit it kind of straight.
So the argument is, well, how do you square the club face, right, if you don't have some of this? And when you look throughout history, there's certainly guys that have the face a little open and square it, or it's squaring through the ball. But the question is that something you should necessarily be feeling in your golf swing? In our opinions, stability is a good thing to seek after, because now it's a little bit more reliable through the shot, and you can apply more speed. Just like Milo was talking about, the instability made it hard for him to repeat at full speed.
Yes.
And feel confident in it.
Yeah, so I'm always seeking after the most simple way so I can go I want to be able to hit it as hard as I can and not feel like I'm lucking out to get it to go straight. I want it to kind of go straight all the time.
And just because we're saying that we're feeling stability doesn't mean the face isn't going to have some roll to it, right? We watch your golf swing in slow motion.
The face definitely turns over here.
But you're not feeling this.
No,
You're actually feeling, if anything, sometimes the opposite.
I'm actually trying not to let it do that.
So there you go. And there's plenty of high-level players that have talked about this and felt that through the ball.
Like, you know, like a hockey player would like hit a slap shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sort of like you stabilize the face, but you sort of, like, that's how I feel like I hit my driver sometimes. So if I tee it up like off my front foot, I just feel like I turn behind it, and then I just turn that way and just try to get feel like my left arm and my club are like one thing at impact.
Yeah. So let's dive into how to bring about this more stable action, and then how we can then speed it back up.
Perfect. So number one, I like to train the right hand. And so a really good mental image, if my right palm is the face, which in my golf swing it pretty much is, if all I'm doing is turning this right hand back and that right palm is on the plane, and I continue to the top, come down, it's right back on the plane, continue through, now all of a sudden I got this picture in my mind of what I'm trying to do. Okay, that's not that complicated. Turn it up, back on, plane down.
And one thing that I've talked about too, when you show that from face on, that palm that Milo's showing kind of matches my chest too. So you can think of like parallel lines, something you brought up before, that those are moving sort of together, and now you're creating that simple, stable, efficient pattern that we're after.
For sure. So that's one really good mental picture I have. Now, how does that match up with my grip? It's going to vary.
Right.
We don't all have my preferred grip, which is slightly on the stronger side, but if your right hand does the correct job, your left hand is going to do the job it needs to do. You can see that was a weaker grip, right?
Oh yeah.
Now, so
I was like almost, I mean, here's Bryson more or less.
Okay, so now if you do that, now you get this structure in the left wrist, but your right hand did the exact same job, right?
Right, it's still on the plane pointing back at you guys.
Okay. Now what happens if we change that grip to more of a strong grip, as we generally teach people, because we find it's easier for the average player.
So here I go. And then as I hinge up, if anything, I'm going to have slight cup.
But you have the exact same structure in your right hand.
Right.
So your left hand just did its job based on the right hand moving up the plane correctly.
Right. So generally we like that stronger grip just because it's usually easier for people to keep the face a little bit more square or slightly strong. When most golfers struggle with the open face, especially with the longer clubs,
for sure,
slicing it off the map.
And I find for most people, that weak grip feel that produces that arch in the left wrist, that's uncomfortable, disconcerting. We don't see that many players on the tour with that wrist structure. There's a few guys who do, and they're kind of outliers, and for a while it was a fad and people were teaching that's what you got to do. But I don't think you have to do it. I think you can. I prefer more normal wrist conditions where the left wrist has a little cup in it even, based on that little stronger grip.
The other thing we see with golfers that tend to have a really weak grip, Milo, every day on the lesson tee is obviously the face getting open. So now how do they square it? Well, there's kind of two options. Maybe they understand the stable concept like we're teaching here. They try to keep it stable, but what they have to do, because they can't roll it down, they add loft.
Yep.
And now they hit chunks, thins, usually high holes with their wedges. Or you do have the guy, the face open, now they do need to roll it. But we just see a lot of stuff happening down here in the hitting area.
Yeah, it's simply because when they have that weaker grip, they don't match it up like a Colin Morikawa with the bowed left wrist. They get no more normal conditions.
Yeah.
And those normal conditions lead to a club face that looks like that coming down.
Yeah.
And then you have to do something. And you
Magic.
gave the two options in reality are roll it like crazy or throw it and have it pass you.
Exactly.
Both of them not optimal. Tons of timing and a lot of luck involved in good shots.
So if you're with us, we're done with that. So we got the hands or the palm on the plane. That's our mental feeling. That's our something we could do at the house.
Mm-hmm.
You could do it at the gas station.
Anywhere. You see
So-
Henry, he's out on a hike and
Oh
he's,
yeah.
boom, doing his motions.
So what's the first drill we could do actually hitting a golf ball to help bring about this more stable action?
So the first one I really like would be a little split grip drill.
Okay.
I think we can take our good left hand grip, slightly strong, and then just slide our hands apart. And then I like to do it with a little preload. So
Yeah.
once I have my setup, slide my grip apart, and then I'm just loading my right wrist into extension. Now I can make a little backswing and a little turn through, and you can see my club face is doing very little.
Oh yeah.
Okay? Now if I'm going to do that drill, you can bet I'm probably not going to hit it off the ground, because I really don't like drills off the ground.
Well, and you're shortening the club a lot here, because when you hinge it and you have the shaft lean, let's just make it easy on ourselves so we don't have to get down too crazy.
And so now I'm just going to leave that intact. A little turn through. You can see how it created kind of a little flat bullet. I actually flushed that one, and
Some people would love to hit a ball that low.
that would be fun, be able to go under some trees. But I'm very stable through the strike.
Yes. So one thing too, Milo, when you did that and you preset that hinge, your arms weren't like moving anywhere. You just kind of folded that wrist right out of the gate,
Yeah.
so the club is about parallel with the ground.
My hands are just right in front of my sternum. The club is parallel to the ground, and it's also parallel to my chest.
Yeah. Now take that back to setup real quick. I got something fun for you. I've been holding out on these people here. We got a little magnet stick for us here. I'm going to put this on Milo's club face, and he's going to line it up about his target. Okay. Good way to check your club face too. But we're also going to use it here because so many of you want to swivel this club. Okay.
That looks like fun.
That probably feels really weird too, doesn't it?
Ooh, that looks like, see how much that face is wandering around?
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's do the little split grip now. And when you pre-hinge it, okay, so you can see that club face, it's still somewhat down at the golf ball here. It's not way toe up. It's also not down at the ground, because that would be too shut if you went back to the ball.
Yeah.
So it's hinging up on that plane.
Yep.
Right?
And so now if all I did is leave this intact and just unwind and deliver, oh baby, right back at him, right back at my target.
Yeah.
And it's just,
Now go back to this position right here. So you got that leading edge about more or less matching your spine angle. Now this pole is pointed way out at me, and you guys are probably like, well, that face is way open. He's gonna have to square it. But Milo, all he's doing is turning into the ball.
yeah.
So it's kind of an illusion, right? There is, of course, face rotation. We know it. Every great golfer has face rotation. But we're trying to dig into you guys here about maybe stability is a good thought.
I almost never see too little face rotation. Once in a while I do, and I have to teach somebody to allow the club to rotate. But
Yeah.
usually, if they get the thing on the right plane, in the right arc,
Yeah.
the proper amount of rotation shows up.
Yeah. He's kept that face again. Now he's back up on the plane on the other side. Pretty stable action.
And you can actually see
Yeah.
that.
In reality, in your full swing, it's going to toe down more. It's going to roll because you're going 130 miles an hour with a driver. How are you supposed to keep that angle?
I can't.
Nice. If you guys want a little stick like this to train with, I got this one at Harbor Freight. It's a trailer alignment tool, but we also have an alignment stick on our website, so I'll link that below.
Yep. So Henry, before we give them a secondary drill, I want to give them the continuation of that drill. Instead of splitting our grip, we're just going to slide our hands together back into our normal grip, load our trail wrist where it's more or less right on that plane right there, and then practice wind, deliver, but with our grip more in the normal position. And there we go. Now we get the same kind of nice low piercing flight.
Yep.
Same feeling of stability.
It's a good way to bring about some rotation in your body too.
Yep.
Put you in some different positions. So
For sure.
okay, so that could be your sort of continuation. The other drill I was going to mention to you guys, if you don't mind me hopping in here, Milo, was just a little, what we call an open palm drill. We've shown this multiple times. Ludwig Aubert uses it quite a bit. So you go ahead, set up, open your palm here, open your fingers, And then sometimes we like to just kind of pre-hinge it. I'm just going to start normal here. But same idea, you have to have that palm on the plane, just like we did in that movement. And you got to kind of go slow so you can keep that stable. He hits it pretty hard because he's been practicing it for a long time. But it's another good way to just feel like, one, it's good for connection, and also feeling that you have just a little pressure on that handle, again, to help with the stability.
Sure. I love that drill. It's one of my favorites.
It's a tough one though. That was decent right there. It's a really hard drill.
It is.
So if you want to challenge yourself.
The open hand drill, very challenging, but it's really good for you because you can all of a sudden sense, oh, I don't need to twist very much. I'm just on the back of the golf club.
So then you have those feelings, and now you can just start hitting these little half shots where you feel stability, little punch shots like that. And you just grow that into a full swing. We see that from like Tommy Fleetwood all the time.
For sure. And naturally, as we add speed, we're going to see these angles begin to unload. You'll probably see the face wanting to twist a little bit more just because it wants to. So don't worry too much about it, but we're just really feeling that nice stable strike. And Henry, were you trying to twist the face there?
Big time. Not at all.
Not at all, right?
No, I don't love feeling twist unless I really need to, again, curve it around a tree or something like that. Now I can really hook one. And that's fun. Yeah,
it is fun.
You gotta be able to shape shots.
It's a needed skill.
100%.
But hitting it kind of straight is a needed skill too.
So that can be good medicine though. Hit some like that, and then go the opposite way, where you hit a fade, hold on fade. I like to call it a little helicopter. So now you're feeling both, so you can find the middle.
You got bookends, right?
Right.
It's all about finding what you need. But in reality, we're really looking for as stable of a strike as we can make. We're not trying to add twist to the club face. It's going to show up. Let's try to make it as simple as possible.
Quit rolling it.
Okay, Henry, so we've seen you hit a couple. I got the itch now. I got to step in, got to hit one, feeling what we're talking about at a little higher rate of speed.
All right, all right.
Let's go.
Come on, master.
Oh, here we go. Okay, that was pretty good.
It's pretty efficient for an old man.
Okay, so hopefully you all like this video and you can see the value in getting rid of that twist from the face. And if you need personalized help with it, come visit us at milolinesgolf.com. We've got lots and lots of content, as well as the opportunity for you to get the one-on-one coaching you need directly from us.
Yes.
And we'll get you playing the best golf of your life.
Thanks, everybody.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Click the link below to access my free 5 keys on building a rotational golf swing and learn how to swing like an athlete. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. We'd love to welcome you aboard. And be sure to comment below and leave feedback so we know how we can better serve you. Thanks again. We appreciate all of you.